Wait, I thought we were friends. I don't know what you want from me. I guess I'll never see you again. Now that you don't.
The first recipe I'm showing you how to make is a chickpea tuna salad sandwich. You're gonna start by draining and rinsing 2 cans of chickpeas and putting them in a large bowl, and then you can mash them with a potato masher or a fork or your hands. I'll be using my hands because we don't have our potato masher anymore. It works the same, just takes a little bit longer. After you've mashed most of the chickpeas, you can go ahead and add in a 1/4 cup of onion, a 1/3 cup of celery, a couple tablespoons of diced dill pickles, 2 tablespoons of vegan mayo, 1 tablespoon of tahini, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, fresh parsley and dill, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, a couple pinches of salt, and freshly cracked pepper. Then you can mix until everything is combined and finish with a squeeze of lemon juice. You can put it on a sandwich, in a wrap, on a salad, on some crackers. It goes well with pretty much anything. I'm pairing my tuna salad sandwich with some chips and salsa. Next, we're making some veggie sushi. So for this, you're gonna need whatever you're filling your sushi with. I'm using avocado and sweet potato, but you can use whatever you want. You're also gonna want some water, just a couple tablespoons. You'll find out why in a minute, but that's very important for this. And then of course, you'll just need dry nori sheets and rice. You're gonna start by spreading your rice on the dried nori as evenly as possible. And you want to leave about 1/2 inch to 1 inch of space on one end of the nori so we can seal the roll up. Then you're gonna layer on your filling. So I'm putting my sweet potato first and then avocado, and then roll up the sushi as tight as you can without breaking the nori, which mine broke a little bit here, but it's alright, it'll still taste good. When you're about halfway through rolling it, you can dip your finger in the water and run it across that inch of bare nori, and then when you roll it all the way up, you can press down a little bit on that area and it will seal up the sushi roll. Then you can cut your sushi roll into bite-sized pieces. I like using a serrated knife for this, but you can use whatever knife you want as long as it's really sharp and doesn't squish the sushi roll. To pair with my sushi, I'm gonna throw together a little edamame salad. Really easy. All you need is edamame, a dash of soy sauce or Bragg's, a squeeze of fresh lemon juice, diced bell pepper, and sesame seeds. And I'm a pickled ginger fiend, so I'm gonna put some of that in there. And I always have to have a sauce with my sushi, so I'm gonna top it off with some spicy mayo and sesame seeds, and I also have some soy sauce on the side. The last lunchbox meal I'm showing you how to make is a tofu veggie rice noodle salad. So to start out, you are going to press your tofu. That's very important if you're working with tofu. I don't trust anyone who doesn't press their tofu. Place it in between 2 paper towels and 2 plates, and then place something heavy on top. I like putting my cast iron skillet because it is really heavy. Let that sit for 30 to 40 minutes and you are good to go. You can just pat it dry and then go from there. While the tofu is being pressed, we can go ahead and make our marinade for it. I don't have any specific measurements for this, so just go with your gut. So I'm using some Bragg's liquid aminos, rice vinegar, this chili garlic paste, garlic powder, and some maple syrup. Whisk that together along with some water to dilute the Bragg's liquid aminos. If you're only using soy sauce and not Bragg's, feel free to omit the water. Once your tofu has been pressed, you can cut it into thin strips and place it in your marinade for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on when you're making this. You can even marinate it overnight if you wanted. Then you're just gonna cook it in a pan over medium-high heat and you're gonna want it to get nice and brown and crispy on the bottom, not burnt, just brown, and then flip and brown on the other side. And while you are cooking your tofu, you can boil your rice noodles. So you're gonna bring a large pot of water to a boil, add in your rice noodles, cook them for 3 to 4 minutes, drain them in a colander, and then run cold water over them. That helps them not stick together. Now we're gonna make our sauce. So for this, you're gonna need a 1/4 cup of peanut butter and a 1/4 cup of hot water. Now I used room temperature peanut butter, and that was a mistake. I should have used peanut butter that was in the fridge because my measurements were off. It was too runny. So if you're using room temperature peanut butter, don't add as much water. You're also gonna add in a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of fresh ginger and the same amount of garlic. 1.5 to 2 teaspoons of soy sauce or Bragg's, 2 teaspoons of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of rice vinegar, a squeeze of Sriracha, and now I'm gonna add more peanut butter to adjust the consistency and make it thicker. Once your tofu is cooled off a little bit, you can cut it up into bite-sized pieces. And now we're ready to assemble our salad. So I like to add in some greens, and then you're gonna place in your rice noodles, then whatever veggies you want. I'm using some bell pepper, carrots, cucumber, purple cabbage, the tofu of course, and some scallions. Then you can put your peanut sauce in a separate container, put it in with the rest of your salad, and you're good to go. Thank you so much for watching this week. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below by hitting the little red subscribe button to be part of my salty crew. I would love to have you, and make sure that you also leave a comment down below telling me which lunch was your favorite and which one you're gonna try first. Hope you guys have a great week. Don't forget to take care of yourself, eat good food, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'm moving on, yeah. Just like you told me to, just like you told me to. I'm growing up, just like you wanted.